Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Global Online. Here we are back with our NTA UGC Net Paper 1 2022 batch, wherein we have started with MCQ series. And today we have the series all based on the topic People Development and Environment, where we are going to see the MCQs from this particular topic. So before we go ahead, a quick announcement from that is Global Online will be bringing up UGC NTA Net Paper 1 new batches, which will be starting soon. And so you need to just stay tuned for this new batches so that you can get all the details and the schedule, how the things are going to start. Apart from this, the students who are going to appear for this particular cycle, we have a quick revision PDF for you all, which will be consisting of 2000 plus MCQs, updated MCQs, current affairs, previous year question papers, and repeated questions. So to get the access of the same, you can ping us on this WhatsApp number. The fees is 599. For paper 2 also, we have notes and MCQs available. The list of the subjects for paper 2 is as below. So you can go through the subject which you have for your paper 2. The fees is 1700 with a current discount of 25%, and the contact details are given in order to get the access for the same. So yes, let's start with the session with the, as you know, the weightage for this is completely 5 questions from the topic, and the total number of marks allotted are 10. So let's see the first question which we have for the day. So here we have India is graduating from megawatts to gigawatts, which is the new renewable production. Which of the following is a target for the solar energy production in India by 2022? So there is a bifurcation wherein the production for solar energy is, limited, is given a specific has a specific target, that is 20, 40, 100 or 350. So what is the target of India with respect to the solar energy production in by 2022? So from the given options, yes, the right option is option number 10, that is 100 gigawatts. So how this bifurcation goes, Government of India has installed 175 gigawatts of renewable power by 2022, that is including 100 of solar power, 60 of wind, 10 of bio, and has small hydropower, that is 5. So this is what the bifurcation is for the 175 renewable power, which is scheduled by 2022. Coming to question number 2, we have certain statement questions. That is, the Government of India has submitted its indented nationally determined contribution targets to United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. So which of the statements we need to recognize which are true? To reduce the emissions, to achieve the 40% cumulative electric power, to create the additional carbon sink of 2.5 to 3 billion ton. So which of them stands to be correct from the given list? With respect to what? With respect to the indented nationally determined contribution. So whether it's option number 1, 2, whether it's 1, 3, whether it's all 3, or whether it is option number 2 and 3. So reading all the statements very well, we can say that the true statements are true statements is all the 3 statements. Now why? Let's see. So when we talk about indented nationally determined contribution, that is which was agreed during Conference of Parties 19, which has, the actions which are intend to undertake the global agreement before the Paris summit. Now they are to be reviewed every 5 years. This is also one of the questions, so you have to be careful. So India contributed the submission. That is, India's contributions were submitted on 22nd of October. Now this helps to improve the emissions, of GDP by 33 to 35%, which is targeted by 2030. Then the share of non-fossil fuels based electricity to 40%, which is targeted by 2030. Also forest cover, which will absorb 2.52% of carbon dioxide, that is by 2030, and the installation of 175 gigawatts of solar power, solar, wind and biomass electricity, that is by 2022. So these are the you can say contributions which are to be listed, and yes, all these 3 statements were a part of the question, and hence all the 3 options are stated to be what? They are stated to be true. Then, which of the following Indian states or union territory has maximum percentage of mangrove? That is Gujarat, West Bengal, Andaman, Nicobar or Orissa. So which of them states that, there is a maximum percentage of mangrove in the country? So whether it's the state of Gujarat, whether it's state of West Bengal, whether it's Andaman Nicobar, or whether it's Orissa. So basically it is the state of West Bengal which has a maximum mangrove in the country. So the answer is West Bengal. Now here we'll see the statistics. So West Bengal, that is 42%, which is followed by Gujarat, that is 23%, and then it is followed by Andaman and Nicobar, that is 12%. Okay. Going to question number 4, that is Minamata Convention on Mercury is a global treaty to protect human health and environment from the effects of mercury. So which of the following is, first signed? That is, it was signed in 2006, 13, 16, or 19. So Minamata Convention on mercury as a global treaty to protect human health and the environment was, was signed in the following years. So whether the years are 2006, 13, 16, or 19. So yes, the one which was signed, it was in the year 2013. So let's understand what is Minamata Convention. So this Minamata Convention on Mercury is an international treaty basically designed to protect not only the human health but also the environment, that is from the anthropogenic activities, emissions and releases. And this treaty addresses the direct mining of mercury, its exports as well as imports, and the storage and the deposit. So this you should understand that treaty addresses what, which was basically started in the year 10th of October 2013, and India's contribution was signed, that is on 30th September 2014, but it came into ratification, that is as per the law, that was from 18th June 2018. Sorry, yes. Now we have question number 5. So question number 5, which of the following organizations have promoted reducing the emissions from deforestation and forest degradation? So what is the following organizations which have promoted the emissions? So it is International Union for Conservation, United Nations, World Bank, International Monetary Fund. So which of them has been, promoted in order to reduce the emissions from deforestation and forest degradation? So it's basically International Union for Conservation on Nature, of nature. So it's the one which reduces, or the emissions from deforestation and forest degradation is International Union for Conservation of Nature. So let's little bit have a quick look at this also. So when we talk about this UN RED, that is nothing but a collaborative program and reducing the emissions from deforestation and forest degradation, which was founded in the year 2008 for reducing the emissions from deforestation and forest degradation. But here we are referring with plus. So the plus, refers to the forest carbon stock sustainable management, enhancement of forest carbon stocks. So this RED was created through international negotiations under the National Framework of Climate Change. And definitely, initially, the negotiations were focused on the developing countries to reduce emissions from deforestation and degradation. And hence, this acronym RED is given. So these projects are located in the southern countries. Today, more than 450 countries of them are a part of it. The headquarters are at Geneva and the membership is of 65 partner countries. Okay. Yes. Sorry. Going to question number 6. On which of the following days the biological diversity is celebrated? So celebration of biological diversity is December 29th, June 5, May 22nd, or October 22nd. So basically that is the biological diversity, okay, day is celebrated on May 22nd. For days also you have to be careful in this particular subject, unit, sorry. This day's particular question also will be, part of your examination. Now, so the International Day for Biological Diversity was sanctioned for the promotion of biodiversity issues. Basically, the agenda, developing the Sustainable Development Goal agenda. The theme for 2021 was "We are a part of a solution," whereas the slogan was basically that, solutions are in nature. And hence this day is celebrated as, it is observed as on 22nd May as the Biological Diversity Day. Basically, it is to increase the awareness and understanding of the issues of biodiversity. Brazil is one of the most biodiverse planet, where 1/10 of this overall world species, call it as its home. Yes. Now, the Green Gases Observing Satellite, or you call that GOSAT, is known as Ibuki, is which it was launched by whom? By USA, Japan, Korea, or by China. So who has launched this particular satellite, and it is known as Ibuki. So basically it was done from which of the countries? So it is by the country that is Japan. Let's little bit understand its details. So this GOSAT, okay, which is basically the greenhouse gases observing satellites, is the world's first spacecraft to measure the concentrations of carbon dioxide and methane, and the two major greenhouse gases from the space. So the spacecraft was launched successfully on 23rd of Jan 2009 and has been operating properly since then. So the greenhouse gases observing, that is called as GOSAT, is known as Ibuki, that is the breath. The meaning is breath. It is on the Earth observation satellite and the world's first satellite which is dedicated to greenhouse gas monitoring. So that is, which is very important. Statement questions also, if you get, you should be able to answer it. Okay. Then the logo WWF is for what? Giant panda, lion, tiger, none of the above. So basically the logo WWF is stated for the giant panda. Now why? We will just have a look. So it is featured as, that is on the animal panda, which is basically, to thrive the range and natural environment of the origin. So basically this WWF got an idea. I mean to say, the female panda which is at London Zoo, the reason, that is the World Wild Fund for Nature, is an international non-governmental organization that works for wilderness preservation and the reduction of human impact on the environment. It is named as World Wildlife Fund, which remains its official name, that is in Canada as well as in United States. So what is the importance and what it has been formed for, that we have understood. Now, sorry. Which of the following organizations has categorized wild flora and fauna categories known as red list, such as extant, critically endangered, and endangered? So which are these following organizations? So whether it is International Union for Conservation, UNESCO, Conference on Biodiversity, or Quito Protocol. So which of them, are basically the one which is resulted as the categories of, wild flora and fauna. So the one which has resulted the categories are International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. Basically, let's little bit have a detail about it. So the species are classified into 9 groups actually, depending upon their rate of decline, size, geographical distribution, population. These categories are not evaluated, data deficient, least concern, near threatened, vulnerable, endangered, critically endangered, and extinct in the wildlife, and wild and extinct. So this is basically a international organization which is working in the field of nature conservation, which has involved in data gathering and analysis and research, and was founded in 5th of October 1984. India became the member of it in 1969, and the office for this was established in India in 2007, that is in New Delhi. Okay. Now, we have the National Action Plan on Climate Change in India was announced when? That is 2008, 5, 3, and 1998. One of the a short topic which is going to definitely be a part of your examination, that is which year the National Action Plan on Climate Change was announced. So basically it was announced on 2008, that is 30th June 2008. Okay. So let's see what is this IUCN stands for, whether it's International Union for Conservation, International Union for Conservation of Natural Resources, Integrated Union, or none of the above. So which when exactly it was formed? What exactly it stands for? So it stands for International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, Yes, now these are all acronym questions, so let's be little quicker. UNESCO stands for what? Now, many of the time students get confused with this. United Nations Scientific Culture Organization, engineering, or educational, or United Nations, that is Scientific Control Organization. So you need to understand the correct acronym for this. So UNESCO basically stands for what? United Nations United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. So basically, this is an organization which promotes peace, which helps in building the culture of peace with the eradication of poverty, development through science, culture, communication. India became the member since its inception, and it includes, the acronym includes that is the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. It has 6 official language, that is Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian, and Spanish. Okay, now MAP stands for what? Man and Biome, Man and Biodiversity, Man and Biosphere, or Man on Biosciences. So basically, MAP stands for Man and Biospheres. That is, which was launched as UNESCO program Man and Biosphere, with 18 biospheres in India, which has a combination of natural, social, economical, educational, to improve the livelihoods, to share the benefits, and make environmental sustainable. So that's the reason to form and to launch this program, that is MAP, nothing but Man and Biosphere. Okay, so these are the 18 biospheres which you can have a look. Basically, the question has not been came in very depth from this, but you can just have at least a revision for this. Question number 14 is our match the following. That is ozone depletion, carbon dioxide, sustainable development, hazardous waste, and you have to match with the conventions on the protocols and the summit. So yes, let's see how many of you are able to do it. Here also a little bit confusion students have always. So let's see whether students are able to crack this properly or not. So ozone depletion, carbon dioxide reduction, sustainable development, hazardous waste. So basically it is option number A. Ozone stands for Montreal. Yes. Carbon stands for Kyoto Protocol. Sustainable development talks about Rio Summit, and hazardous waste, which was taken care at Basel Convention. Okay, we have now 15th question. Now, in the city, the noise level is presented by the pressure, or that is over the 8 hours period of time, which is reported at 80 dBA. So what does A stands for? Whether it's amplifier, microphone, the measurement of daytime, or weighing, the type of weighing which is used in measurement. What does the A denotes for? So basically this A denotes for, so A denotes for the type of weighing used in measurement. So this A is nothing but, the abbreviation, that is decibel, which is abbreviated with a capital and a small a, that is expression of a, loudness of sounds in the air. So A is nothing but this weighted system, the decibel values of sounds, which is basically, which talks about frequencies compared to unweighted decibels with no correction, which is made for audio frequency. Okay, so sorry. So this is so this is all we have for today. Any students of management who are having the paper in second half, best luck to all of them. Just ensure that you're doing your papers well. Thank you, everyone.